Hello, this is James Potter, the Eggman, or Lamar Potter, the Eggman from YouTube.com. And tonight's subject would be reality shows. Is it good for society or is it harmful to society? Um, what your take on reality show? What are your favorite reality shows? Is it The Real World? Is it 16 and Pregnant, Teen Mom, 48 Hours? Which one y'all Um, like semi-reality shows like a Gangland or City Confidential. Um, so what you into? Uh, I kind of into like the real world type of stuff. Where I used to be mostly during the '90s and stuff like that. And back then to me it was like it was more raw and more original back then. Then it was now to me like a little bit too over script now than it was back in the '90s and the first half of the 2000s. Um, the last one I kind of kept up with was Real World Austin, and it pretty good. But like I said, I was more to like the '90s and the early 2000s Real World, and I think if I'm mistaken with my study of reality shows, the first Real World took place in New York, if I'm not mistaken, and it was back in 1991. I don't make sure. Well, 92, and yeah, room for 92. Thought about the Real World Los Angeles. Running time was 30 minutes. I'm gonna name some of the cast from that: Eric Niles, and Becky Benjamin, Kevin Powell, and it was like some of the first reality shows that got a lot of this stuff what got now started today. Um, of my favorite of the Real World, it would be Real World San Francisco. That running from June the 30th to 1994 to November the 10th, 1994. Uh, it also ran for 30 minutes. Pretty sure, yeah, 30 minutes. And it had Pedro, David Puck, Rainey, were the two members that I know of. And Pedro, he remember because he was like the first, I guess, for like uh, man to kiss another man on TV, or if not on MTV anyway. And that was big deal. Plus, well, he died of HIV later. Pedro, I cannot pronounce his last name. Pedro Gilmore, I cannot pronounce his last name. He was born February 29th, 1972. Died November 11th, 1994. Who was a Cuban American AIDS educator and TV personality. Um, yeah, and so he died of HIV or AIDS. Um, not too long after the show ended, really, or I guess during the show, because on old reruns, I think Bill Clinton gave them a call. They also made a movie about it on MTV about 2 or 3 years ago about Pager, if I'm mistaken. It was pretty good. And my next favorite would be Real World New Orleans. And my favorite character on that was Melissa Howard. And she was good looking. She had energetic personality. And she was born February 12th, 1977, Okinawa, Japan. And she was a reality show personality and a comedian. Stuff like that. And as of right now, I watch 48 hours, and it lasts for beyond for 11 seasons and 180 episodes. The starring and narrator is Don Graham. And I'm pronouncing that right. And it running time 45 minutes. And like, what do you think about shows like Teen Mom? Is that good for people to see teens with the babies like that, trying to take care of them, struggling? In my opinion, I would say be pretty good for society because if your teen watch this, they know the hardship of having a kid that young. Cause I'm 32. I don't think I still ready. I mean, before I ever have kids and truly get married and settle down, I gotta have a place of my own. Somehow, some way. I don't know. Use my 401k, uh, whatever. Win a lottery. I gotta have a place of my own. Because you got enough worry as a ill, taking care of a kid, plus trying to worry about if you're gonna lose your job, uh, you're gonna lose your house or whatever. So my opinion is that try to have mercy you can before um, you get married because once you get married, my opinion, all of that pretty much down the drain as far as just having anything easy. And like I said, no finance, no romance. So, and here I wanted to talk about Team Law. I think you've seen this at the very beginning. You know, this one of the cinema right here. All right. Okay, that Team Mom. And one of my favorite characters on Team Mom is I cannot pronounce it. I guess her name is Amber Portwood. Portwood. Um, yeah, she belonged to this guy, heavyset guy. And if I were him, I would treat her good because she lost some weight and she looking good for herself. She looking good for herself, everything. And my opinion, you know, I'm not picking. I mean, I'm not exactly skinny myself, but he got to lose some weight and try to get in shape because she got in shape. I know that she had surgery, taking diet pills. If she be careful and don't lose too much weight, she look good like she is now. But if she don't lose too much weight, she got to go on. She had to go on to me when she was like a little bit on the heavy side, I guess, me. So so just giving your views about what y'all favorite reality shows. Um, you hear a picture of her when she was heavy, so-called heavy. I think she looked good when she was heavy, and she looked good now. I know she don't lose too much weight. Okay, so to me, she looked good either way. You know, she got a beautiful face, and I ain't gonna lie to you, she look a little bit younger now since she lost weight. Just give me your take. Which one think better, the stockier built one or the more trimmer built? But to me, she look good either way, so I'm not complaining. No, most definitely not. But he a cool guy though. But like I said, when you have kids that young, you really have been nowhere. You haven't experienced anything, so it's just hard for you. And that shit won't be hard for you if you have everything ready. It just be, just be easy on you. Like an army attacking a city. I mean, if a city ready for an attack, it's sure going to be better off than a city that's not ready for it. I mean, I don't care how big an army is. If the city is ready for it, it'd be better off than a city that's not. And here's some of the old from the past rule of yesterday. Here one, if I don't got this in the wrong order, well, here the one for New York, 1992. Look how they look back then. That being, well, let's say 20 years ago. Well, 2012, I know would be 20 years ago. That being a generation ago. In 2012. Can you believe it being that long? All right. If I'm mistaken, this year we were Miami. They're also one of my favorite. If I'm not mistaken, this year from 1996. This year we were New Orleans. This year, 10-year old. Um, this year from the year 2000. And like I said, Melissa Howard, you're one of my favorite characters. And yeah, so just giving your views on what reality show does for society. You think it might make it worse, or I think it make it better because you know, to me, if you see enough people go to jail, I think it lowers the chances of a particular city or a particular group of people from going to jail. Like when I watch these shows like Lock Up or Lockdown, and some of these people getting like life in prison, all that stuff, that made me even feel better about being free. I feel better about going to work every day. And like the problem that I got, really ain't nothing you kind of think about being locked up like 23 hours a day and get out 1 hour to walk around in a pen, basically, or a dog cage, I guess, for your exercise, and you be locked up another again for 23 hours. Life feel hard out here, but I mean, I rather have a hard out here and got lots of room to move around. I mean, really, to me, life out on in the free world, you're neither horror or easy. It's just what you make of it. And when you lock up, you're horror automatically. So, you're gonna have your bad days. When you're free, you're gonna have your good days. But when you lock up, you have bad days every day. so, so which one think I'm gonna be? I'm gonna try to stay free as long as I can. So, as long as I watch shows like Lock Up, Lock Down, I pretty much want to stay out of trouble. And everybody out there, I think y'all better stay out of trouble too. So, like I said, I think reality shows, by my opinion, are pretty good for society. Cause if your kids have a baby and they watch MTV, especially today, MTV don't show music videos until like what 1 o'clock to about what 8 o'clock in the morning when everybody's asleep. Back when I was growing up, it was like really all throughout the day. You see music videos, you see Beavis Butthead, music videos, you see Ren and Skimpy. No, it's just split up 2 hours, 2 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, stuff like that. And if a kid make an excuse today, I mean, nearly possible because you see on TV, teen mom they be barely aching about they can't afford the kid, putting them for adoption, got no money. I mean, come on, you know, life is hard enough for you when you got a PhD degree. What we think gonna be for you, high school? Yeah, right. Okay, life is hard enough for you already. So, my opinion, nothing wrong with having sex. Just use a condom or birth control. And you would be better off. You would think yourself better in the long run. You know, I'm going to end this segment with this saying: um, "You better do something late and do it right than do something early and do it wrong." Okay, and thank you everybody for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this segment. And this one is James part of the Eggman, or a little more part of the Eggman, YouTube.com. Thank you. Mhm.